And the last thing I want to mention is who could have done this. Who? Uh, Based on server logs, what the server logs tells us is who were the last logins through SSH. Okay, and the last that we had was all belonging to uh, the team of EJs, whatever IP address they have right now. Okay, and that was confirmed also from our data center. I could have Amor send that to you. Uh, but could we still trace who? Uh, to some extent, we never know. You could always look at your referrer logs. Okay, some and what analyzes referrer logs for you, which is built in our control panel. You have AW stats and you have Webalizer. There's gonna be so many data in there. You know, you get IP addresses, you get time, you get dates, you get traffics, you get hits. It's not gonna be an easy pinpoint of who really did the hacking from there. Uh, in in the methods that I've mentioned, you know, I've mentioned the HT access style, or if it was a div box, it was a div box. If this was calling an iframe, if it was loading an image, all of this you could search in deeper. HT access file, last IPs that access that file. Divbox iframe, if it's an iframe, it's calling a page from where. Page from where. Loading an image, is it pulling the image from where? Aside from that, within the image itself, images usually have their own metadata. It sometimes gives like copyright information of the computer where the image was created. That's still, and now even though you get all of that, probably the deepest you could go is from what server this originated from, but not who was the person responsible. Now, assuming you get that server where the hack attempt came from. Boiling it down to a person would not be that easy. Probably unless you have some warrant from the authorities to ask the server where the hack attempt came from to get more information about log times and subscriber information. Then you could nail it down to the person. Usually this involves, since each ISP has their own privacy policy wherein they keep their own subscribers protected by certain privacy issues. Usually it requires some kind of warrant from the legal authorities to gain information about who's the subscriber who did these hack attempts. So right now, and probably one more thing that I could mention. Whenever you get a server information, you get the server that hacked your server. That doesn't mean that the hacker was using that server, because they could have hacked into that server before they hacked into your server, and they're just using that one as a launching pad. So people could hack into one server and use that server to hack into another, and use that server to hack into another. The longer their trail is, the harder it is for them to find, and that's how a lot of hackers are doing it, for them to hide their trail. Okay, and that's the last of the report I could give. Forgive me for the bad handwriting, and I did do this as a video because it is time consuming to come up with diagrams and come up with a lengthy email to type, and I believe this is more personal. And the last part of the message, belated Happy Mother's Day. I'm Cheeky, belated Happy Mother's Day. And that's it. Have any questions? You know, email me, email Amor if ever there's any small things that I've mentioned, like reports related, log files. I'll have Amor send that. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.